All right, bet. We're live. Week 5. What's this? First week of June. On the way to Fury Road. Let's go. We're at the fallout from Revenge. Hey, Bubba.
It all comes down to this moment.
Here we go.
Welcome, everybody, as you're looking live at a sold-out arena ready to kick things off tonight. Scores will be settled, bodies will be broken, and dominance will be established. And it all starts right now.
First up, we got a brawl between Juntao and JXM. JXM couldn't recapture that Intercontinental title this past Sunday, but he's not done with Juntao, not by a long shot. Yeah, I see you, buddy. Hi, yes. We got a special guest in the building. The youngest WWA fan around. Mm-hmm.
Watching this no DQ match, I can't help but think of all the great no disqualification matches we've seen in WWE.
They're not waiting. Big slam on the floor by Juntao. Wow.
2013, The Rock versus Mankind. He grew tired of his smug.
Flyboy will have another catch this fist to the face, followed by a poison Rana, stomping that arm out. Juntao fires back with a kick, but JX with a kick of his own. Juju stomping in his back, standing shooting star. And another one. Relentless, speedy attacks, coming out aggressive.
Yeah, he has really hit a brick wall here.
Furious combo. Rolls him out of the German. Pele to the head. Wow.
He planned for this and could still rally. Jarring impact.
And Juntao's in a dizzy state. Flyboy throws him into the ring. We won't need any referee for this, as you don't need a ref to call a knockout. These competitors are done when they say they're done. Misses the leg drop. Juntao tries to lock in. Flyboy reverses with a kick. Turns him over, kicks in the back. Another one. Another one. Off the top rope. Springboard moonsault. JX stomping this bitch out like the hoe he is. Getting the knees to the gut. Oh my god. Juntao on the offensive. To the top rope. Huge knee drop to the face. Works over that arm. He's trying to make him tap, folks. Flyboy will have none of it. Starts the reversal. Punches him in the face 3 times over. Locks up. Goes for the scoop. Oklahoma carry to a snake eyes. Brings Joe to his feet. Fireman's carry. Oh, inverted slam. Hi, handsome. Yeah. Yeah, I see you. You say you gotta get up. Oh, he just got stomped in the chest. God, Juntao up top again. What's he gonna do? Another knee. JX is in a bad spot. Juntao locks in again. Goes for the stomach. Runs into the cage. Big DDT. Drop him on his face. That's how you do it. Crack a like a back jack stabber. Let's go. Flyboy on the top rope. Looking for that 450 elbow. Juntao is stunned. The crowd's loving it as he cheers him on. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Juntao stirring back to his feet. Oh my god, XF just got missed to the face kick. That's gotta be it. How can one recover? The effects of that poison seeping through his body, eating away at his skin. Junta, German. Someone's got to stop this. Oh, the knee to the face. Tries to take him to the corner, but it's reversed. You're Pt.1 yet. Slips around. Counter roll to a Pele. Right on the back of the neck. Springboard moonsault miss. Junta picks him back up. Locks in. Slips to the back. German. Another release German. Elbow to the back of the neck. He's trying to injure this man for life. Huge knee drop to the side. Stomping him over. Works the sides. He's trying to make a tap with an armbar. But I don't believe there's any submissions in this match. Could be wrong.
It's a roundabout strategy, but it might work. And he may have felt his grip slipping, so he releases the hold. Still was able to.
Oh no, more miss. He can't take much more. And another punt. Juju is down. And he brings him back up anyway to give him a twist of fate. Wow.
Victory. This one is over. These gentlemen get after it. Here are the highlights.
JXM may have started it, but Junta looked to finish it as he knocked this man out cold.
Here is your winner, Jushin. An important victory for him in this match. No doubt about it. Support for this guy grows by the second.
And he just had his number at every turn, folks. I don't see much left as far as these Intercontinental aspirations for Flyboy JXM. As we move forward, we write another chapter in the rivalry of the Neckbreakers and the Loose Cannons. Loose Cannons looking to pick up their first victory, as every time they have victory in their grasp, it slips away, and the Neckbreakers find a way to get it done. And we're back from commercial. And here come the Neckbreakers. Alan Andrews, Teddy Ballmer. All fists, no flips. They just get shit done.
Is scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 475 pounds. The Brain Busters.
My sources tell me that the entire tag team division is watching this one backstage. That's how important this match is.
Nothing to see here.
They are ready for battle.
Nothing to see here except a little bit of chaos and demented action from the Loose Cannons.
And their opponents,
This crowd giving them the ovation they deserve.
493 pounds.
Things haven't been going their way, but they're looking to turn that around here tonight on Throwdown.
This is going to be good.
As they make their way to the ring, you can see the look of determination on their faces. They're not here for the play. No games tonight. They got one goal in mind: victory. They know a win here could get them back on track to those tag team titles that they've yet to hold.
The WWE Tag Team division is more competitive than ever.
Allen Andrews and Demented kick these things off.
Guarantee this match will be one to
elbows to the gut. Midget looking to get on the offense early. Locks in with Andrews. Takes him for a flip bottom. Spanish fly, if you will. Off the middle rope. Catches him into a wheelbarrow bulldog. Midget showing off early, but getting it done. Tags in his brother. Chaos in the ring. Picks up Allen for a huge side suplex right on his neck. Oh, he's locked in, folks. Is he calling for it? Off the ropes. Comes back. Hits the turnaround. People's elbow. You can pull it off. Why not? Nice strike combo here as he finishes it off with a knee to the face. Andrews works for wear. Chaos getting the early tag back in. Keep things fresh. Demented in the ring now. Locks in with Andrews. Takes Allen up for a tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Here we go.
Tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Well scattered reversal there. In control here with a swinging neck breaker. Textbook.
A young fan has ambushed the commentator's table. Hopefully my headset stays in place. Somebody wants a bowl of this cereal over here, and I'm not letting them have one scoop. Anyway, back to the action. Demented tagging in his bro. Chaos back in the ring. Lifts this man up by the throat with two hands and tosses him. He's feeling himself tonight. He's feeling good, feeling great. Feeling great, feeling good. How are you? Boom. Running knee Kinshasa to the face. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Only a 2 count as Teddy Bomber breaks the pin. But Chaos says, get the hell out of my ring. Locks back in with Andrews. Nasty clothesline. Tags back into Demented. Demented in the ring now. Sizes him up with some kicks. He can't take this combo. What a DDT. Lays him out. Teddy back in the ring, but he's met with the round-the-world tilt-a-whirl head scissors of his own. Teddy down. Demented back on Andrews. Stomping him out. Thinks about it. Calls his shot. Paces up. And a huge drop kick to the face. And this crowd here is loving it. Demented working that arm over. Looking for some top rope action. Sets his feet. The dive and a huge elbow drop. Can he go for the pin here? Refuses the pin. Goes back to the arm. Weird strategy, but go on. Excuse me, folks. Misses the kick as Andrews ducks back on the offense. Scoops him up. Takes him to the rope. Snake eyes on the third rope. Andrews starting to feel it. Went for the chop and miss. But he's met with a huge forearm. Tagging in the fresher Teddy Bomber. Bomber in the ring now. Demented catches him. Rainbow Cutter! Goes for the pin. 1, 2. No, it's not enough. As the freshers gave him just enough advantage and momentum to not hit the 3. Demented locks back in. Looks like he's going for a little bit of old school round the world arm drag. Tosses him over. Gets a fresh tag back in. Chaos in the ring now. Sizing up Teddy. Misses the scoop. Looks him in. Has him in the double arm. Butterfly. Face breaker. 1. Count is broken by Allen. Demented in the ring. Not providing any assistance, but Chaos takes care of it. Takes Allen. Tries to make us match. Snake eyes on the rope. Teddy catches him with a quick elbow to the gut, which allows the backbreaker. Stopping this man's head in. Teddy. Computer to be doing some weird shit. All right, Chaos. Strike combo. Misses the left kick. Oh, but he catches the right foot. Let's go. Grabs Allen by the back of the neck. Takes him to the corner. He misses the move as he's met with an elbow. Teddy. Oh, falling neck breaker. Kick to the spine. Really trying to work those kidneys over. As he slams his arm into the mat, he goes and opts for the tag. And now we have Allen back in the ring. Allen trying to take credit for his partner's work. Dimension breaks it up. Only on 1 count. Allen, not here for the play. Takes Dimension for a ride and a face buster. Chaos just watches. And now he's in worse for wear. Fireman's carried to the corner. Snake Eyes right there on that top turnbuckle. Takes him by the feet. Yeet!
He's taking some good hits.
Slams that arm. Teddy Allen tagging Teddy back in. Teddy sizes up Chaos. Brings him to his feet. Big punch. But reverses the tip of the neck breaker. A huge pump kick to the face. Goes for the pin. 1. Not even a 1 count. Chaos met with some punches and kicks. Going old school here. Chaos is picked up. Atomic drop. Oh, his nuts. And a chest breaker. 1, 2. Chaos powers out. Teddy, thinking about it, brings Chaos to his feet. Shoots him into the corner. No tag here as he wants to focus on that leg. Locks him up. To slip through into a neck breaker attempt, but it's blocked. Chaos says no. Chaos taking him down a big short arm clothesline.
Clean tag for his partner.
Chaos tags back out. Dimension and Allen are the legal men. They meet in the middle. Paymaster, let's go. Could this be all? Then they're trying to get their first win over the neck breakers. Referee counts 1, 2. No, it's not enough. Dimension looking for some middle rope maneuvering. Tells him get up. He jumps. Goes for Hurricanrana, but it's caught. Oh, what a nasty powerbomb. Allen with a cover. 1, 2. No, but Dimension powers out. Allen sizing up to this. Takes him. Slams his head to the back of the mat. Works his arm over. Punches to the face. Oof. The violence. Allen showing off for this crowd. Much to their delight. Hey man, calm down. He's upsetting the children. Think about the children. Sky high. Oh my gosh. Allen with the cover. Where is Chaos? Chaos in the ring. Breaks it up. Allen. Kick to the gut. Has him in a powerbomb. Looking to. He's about to slam him to the floor. Oh my God! Right on his kidneys and his back. His neck and his back. He's going to sue this company for $400,000 for his sitting out of court for a title shot. Oh, Teddy in the ring. Neck breaker. Dimension with no backup. Takes a fist to the face. Teddy dragging this man. This is not the 60s. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Chaos out of nowhere breaks the pin. Allen comes in to intercept. Takes him to the floor. As we have action back in the ring with Teddy and Dimension, the two legal men. Drapes him by the rope. Locks in. Looks like we're going for a catapult. And he slams that throat over the bottom rope, doing damage. Oh, the pickup attempt is reversed with a 5-inch carry throw. Dimension down. Kick is blocked. Short arm clothesline. Teddy sizes Dimension up once again. Misses the final cut attempt. It's blocked. Big code red. Oh! Huge lion salt off the top rope. And a standing shooting star right into a pin. Do we have it? 1? No. Teddy at 1. And the crowd can't believe it. Dimension Saying holla if you hear me. Kicks this mother in the face. Grabs that leg. Foot DDT. Brings Teddy to his feet. Faymaster. Oh, are we going to see the Rainbow Cutter again? Oh, no. He said we're going to spice it up. Got him in that powerbomb. And the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Alan, where you going? He's intercepted by chaos and the loose cannons pick up that first victory. Sir, you will not spill my cereal. I'll take your ass upstairs.
Some of the more memorable parts of the match.
Nothing.
Here are your
Hold on.
Making their case for one of the best teams around with that win.
And the neck breakers are on the receiving ends of their first L. Loose cannons picking up their first win. Well, one can only tell you now that this feud is far from over. Up next, a huge 4-way tornado tag elimination match to determine the next team in line for a shot at the women's tag team championship. Partners in crime, Lauren Santos and Megan Ramirez. Ero and Ray Starkit. Vivian Rose and Veronica Page, High Society, Brittany Starr and Harmony, whatever her name is. The twins, Super Brats, looking to make a statement here as all 4 of these teams are making their Thursday Throwdown debut. Here we go. We got action, folks. Or lack of.
This is going to be good.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way tag team match. Introducing first, the Queens.
No, bougie is as bougie does, as Veronica Page and Vivian Rose make their way to the ring. Better known as High Society, known for their outlandish taste in fashion. They keep their noses high and their feet to the ground. Move, sir. You a heavy one. Crowd in utter awe as they make their way to the ring. That's a glitch in the attire if I've ever seen one.
The WWE Universe on their feet.
Making their way to the ring, Rei Kyoga and Asako Tori, better known as Star Cannon, a fan favorite, making their debut, usually seen accompanying Iron Hawk Kim Tyler to the ring on Saturday Slugfest, finally getting their first piece of action, and they're looking to impress here, folks. The crowd is loving the lights, the pageantry, the attire, the swagger. Their silent but deadly approach is resonating with this crowd. Star Cannon in the ring awaiting the next team's arrival.
Better get ready.
You know it's on and popping when Brittany Starr and Harmony Marie enter an arena.
Making their way to the ring, Pretty Mean Sisters.
Super Brats, known for their colorful attires and big eye makeup. Kind of sedity, but it's all good. You can tell these aren't the kind of chicks the crowd is used to, but that's all right. We accept everybody out here. And we await the arrival of the last team in this match.
And here they come.
There they are, Lauren Santos and Megan Ramirez. Also known as Chica Malas. The hot chicks. Hot they are indeed. Partners they are, maybe. Crowd not used to all this thickness, let alone from some Latinas. Yeah, man. Get that bottle. You good.
Tag team action in store for us tonight. Elimination style rules apply.
Red Cannon trying to take it to the Super Brats early. For High Society and Chica Mala's getting entangled. Big drop kick to Lauren's spine. Megan and Vivian on the outside. Vivian with a huge DDT. Brittany slamming Theoria into the mat. Ray is down. Megan is down. Lauren's down. And Harmony hoisting Asako into the air. Oh. Brittany slamming Ray. Veronica taking Lauren down. Vivian still working over Megan on the floor. Oh. Brittany has Ray set up. Nailing several kicks. Lays her out with a roundhouse. Yeah, man, you got it. Got that bottle. See you. Huge power bomb to Tori. Oh. Ray hoisting Brittany in the air. Oh. Huge slip. Standing moonsault. Ray turning her attention to Vivian. Back suplex. Brittany throwing the sock to the floor. Covers Vivian, but only gets a 1 count. Now Lauren taking things over. Brittany on the floor. Stomping down Tori. Tori catches the foot. Dragon screw. Ray in the ring taking things to Vivian. Looking to double team at Lauren. She's met with a spin heel kick. Stalling German to Harmony. Brittany with the leg drop DDT. Lauren trying to choke Ray out with them thick ass thighs. Tori suplex on the floor. Brittany covers Vivian. The ref counts 1, 2. There's the kick out. Huge Hurricane Rana on the mat. On the outside. Ray instead of octopus stretch in the ring. Will Vivian tap? She punches her way out. Oh, split-legged moonsault by Megan. Lauren covers Veronica. To no avail. Full Nelson pump buster in the ring. Straight into the submission. Will Brittany tap? No. Ref not paying attention. 1, 2, 3. And Ray has been eliminated early. But remember, folks, both members of the team have to be eliminated in order for them to be out of the match. So Tori will have to take up double duty to get credit for this win and bring home the dub and a title shot. Booty popping moonsault in the ring on Veronica. Oh, Lauren cover. 1, 2, 3. Veronica Page has been eliminated. Excuse me. In the ring. Powerbomb face buster by Brittany Starr. The cover. No. Huge spine buster to Lauren. 1, 2, 3. Lauren is out. One member of 3 different teams have all been eliminated here. Super Brats are looking strong. Yeah, man. Oh, and I spoke too soon. It's now officially a fatal 4-way. Everybody has a chance here now. All these ladies looking to represent, bring home a victory. Big heel kick to the back of the neck with the thick pumps. Wow. Tori really taking it to Veronica on the Vivian on the floor. Stops her on the tit. Megan working over Harmony. Gets her back in the neck again. Picks her up. Locks in. Grabs her by the hair and knees her in the face. And gives her a third heel kick to the back of the neck. Megan sets her up. Oh, complete shot. Will that be enough? Goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, it's not enough. Tori on the floor. Taking it to Vivian. Works that elbow. Stomps her out. Misses the split-legged leg drop in the ring as Megan does. Harmony picks her up. Setting her up for a huge cradle. Spine buster. 1, 2. And she kicks out. Wow. Tori beating the shit out of this bitch on the outside. But Vivian fires back. Oh! Back spring knee drop. And another one. Doubles up. Harmony saying he can kiss this match goodbye. Kicks Megan in the tit. And catches her with a 360 face breaker. Doesn't attempt the cover. Lord, Megan kicks her off. Split-legged moonsault is missed. Harmony's got her for a big running power slam. Vivian has Asako worse for wear on the outside. The Harmony firing back with a glam slam. Picks up Megan, kicks her in the chest, wraps that arm behind her back for another cradle spine buster. There's the cover. 1, 2. No, she kicks out again. It is not enough. Megan really wants to bring home the victory. Huge pump kick from Vivian covers Asako. Will it be enough? 1, 2. Oh, and she just barely gets the shoulder up. 2 3/4. Another pump kick. She can't handle all this violence. Ref with the count. Ref with the 3. And Star Cannon is officially out of this match. They put up a valiant effort, but it was not enough. Vivian brings Megan to her feet. Look for the pump kick, but Harmony interrupts. Harmony getting in the way of what Vivian's feeling. Giving her the double leg drop to the badge. Vivian. Oh, these girls can't make their mind up. Vivian punches her in the back. Full Nelson hits the dragon suplex. Harmony kissing this one goodbye. Gets kicked in the face. Oh my God. Vivian with the cover. She never saw it coming. And she kicks out. She kicks out. Brings her back up. Punches. Sets her up for a full Nelson bomb. Straight into that submission maneuver. That motorcycle stunt puller. She's wrenching on those arms. And Harmony has no choice but to tap. And it's down to 2. The hot chicks. High Society. Megan. Vivian. Who will lock in their future tag team title shot? Vivian. Huge knees to the knees? Knees to knees on action? Okay. Taking those legs out. Tries to choke her out with her foot, but she's kicked in the back. Megan on her feet now. High kick to the face and an open palm strike. Grabs her by the neck. Drapes her into the corner. Locks up. Brings her out to the middle of the ring. Gets that running wrist lock DDT. Wow. Megan setting up for that standing double knee drop somersault. To the top she goes. And it's a 450 right into the pin. Beautiful form. 1, 2. No. Vivian, the 2 3/4 gets the shoulder up. Megan, standing split leg drop. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Wow. And Chicas Malas gets the big dub in their Thursday Throwdown debut and locks in a future tag team title match, possibly at Fury Road. Look at a replay on this action, folks. Ooh.
Here is your winner, the Latina sensation, Megan Ramirez.
Lauren back in the ring to celebrate, but she still got one eye open looking over her shoulder. She's ready to throw down for no damn reason.
Surviving against all these other superstars and standing tall here and now.
Up next, we got some one-on-one action as Bulldozer, who failed to capture the WWA Championship this past Sunday, runs into the current #1 contender, Brandon Collins. Brandon Collins has already secured and locked in a title match at Fury Road against Eddie King. But if Bulldozer is able to get the win over this, that match will become a triple threat. We will see what happens here tonight on Thursday Throwdown.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 222 pounds, Brandon Collins.
A matchup like this, it's one that the locker room has wanted to see. It's one that the WWE
Collins riding the high after that victory in that 5-pack challenge Extreme Eliminator. He was able to secure the one and only pin he needed over Gravedigger, who took out 3 men back-to-back in extreme fashion, so to speak. The crowd's loving Collins here, as he is known to be a man of the people, really connecting with people over the net on his YouTube channel. Awaits Bulldozer, and here comes that heavy-handed, strong-landed, big construction, ready for destruction, Bulldozer.
Weighing in at 440 pounds, Bulldozer.
You know, I know for a fact there are a number of people.
You know, some people say they've never seen Bulldozer and Zangief in the same place, but I beg to differ.
Every superstar in that locker room is being paid to compete, so spare me the sob story. This is a match he's craved for quite some time. He's ready and raring to go.
And the bell rings, and we are underway here, folks. Bulldozer coming in aggressive. Huge strikes to Collins' face. Takes him by the neck and throws him over his shoulder, carries him up. Snake eyes on the third rope. Bull misses the stop, and Brandon, the drop kick is blocked. Too thick. Call you later. Bulldozer again, with Collins by the throat. Big strike to the gut. Doesn't even send him to the ground as he locks him in. Throws him off the ropes, but it's botched. Grabs him again. Shoots him over the rope. Lands on the apron. Bull punches this man in the face. Meets him on the outside. Hoists him up. Huge back suplex to the apron. And an elbow drop to follow. Bulldozer is really pissed off now, but he gets met with a jawbreaker. Collins, backflip, drop kick, trying to gain some momentum, but it's shoved to the floor. Bulldozer picks Collins back up, locks in, throws him back to the ring. This crowd getting a little restless. Bulldozer hyping himself up. Boom. Giant headbutt. And then multiple mat slams to the back of the head. That's going to give a man a concussion if you're not careful. Stomping him in the chest. Collins back to his feet. Shoved down by Bull. Bull meets Collins. Big knees lift to the face. Stomps him down. Has him in a rear chin lock with a knee on his back for extra pressure. at Collins' last and he survives as he slips out. He tries to lock in, but Bull shoves him back down again. There's a second knee to the face. And a huge elbow drop to the back. Really working over those kidneys, doing significant damage to the body. And more mat slams to the head. Bulldozer's playing no games. He is stomping this man out. Brandon's barely got any offense in. And Bulldozer is a man on fire as this match continues. Shoots Brandon into the corner. He's already got him up. Set him up for that reverse Alabama slam. Jesus. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. And Brandon somehow, some way gets the shoulder up. One's got to believe you won't be lasting too much longer. Nice backflip drop kick. Brandon finally getting some offense in. Split-legged leg drop to the ball sack. Now he's working those legs over. Trying to soften that knee up. There you go, Bubba. That's not for you. Excuse me. Snaps the leg. Snaps the arm. Brandon finally getting some momentum built. Can he keep it going? Kicks him in the back. Makes his way to the top rope. Sizes up Bulldozer and hits him with a lowdown cross splash. Yeah. Can't have that, buddy. Can't have that, buddy. Oh, misses the chop. Bull ducks. The quickness of the big man as he strikes him with the knee. Goes for a second kick, but it counts. Dragon screw. Brandon back on the offense. Hits the ropes. Nice elbow drop. Beautiful form. And Bull is damaged. And there's a top rope lion soft from Collins. Collins reaches that elbow back. Knee drops it. Sizes him up. Brings him to his feet. Brandon locks up with Bull. And as he throws him over the rope to the apron, punches him in the throat. And again on the chin. And a huge drop kick sends Bulldozer flying to our arena floor. Brandon's got all the momentum at this point. How we got here is beyond me. Brandon changes his mind, sends Bull back into the ring. Turns him over. Goes for the cover. Ref's over here with the count. 1, 2. Bulldozer kicks out. Collins can't believe it, but I can. Brings Dozer to his feet. Huge flash of magic to the face. Shining Wizard. 1, 2. Oh no, and Bull gets the shoulder up. Collins arguing with the ref, but that will not get things done here. You gotta make, if you're gonna get the win, get the win. A dragon screw from Collins. Bull's knees looking like it's ready to give. And Brandon's calling his shot. He's in the corner. He's anticipating. Big drop kick to the side of the face. He might have caught the knockout blow. But Collins, not done. Says, get the hell up. And he takes him for the float over judo DDT. The cover. 1, 2, 3. There will be no triple threat here as Collins maintains his position. Stands his ground, if you will. And gets the big victory over a very formidable Bulldozer. Oh, I thought it was over right here. Not many men survive this type of maneuver when Bulldozer's on the offense like that with these reverse Alabama slams. But Collins, with the heart of a lion, refused to quit. And he's weathered the storm and managed to get the huge dub over Bull. Looking at the camera to say, Eddie, I see you and I'm coming.
That's for sure. A win like that proved he is not messing around. That match was all business from him, Corey, and that worked.
The crowd giving this man a standing ovation, and deservedly so. As Brandon celebrates, we are preparing for our next contest. Mwah. Forgive me for I'm surrounded by cuteness from my handsome young son. Oh, he's a big Coco fan or a big Minerva fan, or I just think he really likes titties. I don't know what it is. Oh, yeah. What is it, buddy? Chesticles? What? He likes somebody up here. That's for sure. Is it Miss T? Is it Minerva? Is it Coco? Yep, it's Coco. You and these white women, boy, I swear. Look, when the boy knows what he likes, he knows what he likes. Mm-hmm. And out comes our former WWA Women's Champion, Coco. Took a shocking L to the very formidable Miss T, who was successful in her very first championship match. As it's scheduled right now, Coco and Miss T are scheduled for their rematch at Fury Road. I believe it'll be a no-holds-barred match.
Upon their arrival, and we are just seconds away from a highly anticipated match.
This crowd giving Coco an earful as she sizes up and gathers her thoughts. What's that bald-headed son of a bitch in the front row? Mm-hmm.
She knows she deserves to be atop this division, and a win tonight will go a long way towards that. They are ready for a fight.
Oh, yeah. Crowd loving Coco here. And on her way to the ring, the mighty Minerva, the Glamazon, if you will, being accompanied by our current WWA Women's Champion, Miss Thickums. Miss Thickums must be out here to get the mind games in early. Known for those kind of tactics.
The Latina sensation, Jennifer Luscious from Elysian Fields, Mercedes.
If you listen to After the Bell this week, you know this is a match I've wanted to see for quite some time, and it's almost time to start. One of the top names in the entire women's division, and she plans on showing exactly why here tonight.
One would think that Minerva's out here to do the dirty work of Miss T, but I believe she's really trying to set herself up for a future title shot. And the bell rings. Now we're underway. Women lock up in the middle of the ring. Coco catches her with an early hack suplex. Sends her flying. Meets her halfway. Hits her with the neck breaker. She's got her by the hair. Calling her shot. There's a fisherman driver. Knee drop to the face. And my son is loving it. Follows up with a neck snap. Ooh. Stomping that leg out. Beating on her chest, telling the crowd she's here for it. But she's met with a strong lariat from Minerva. Minerva on the offense now. Grabs Coco by the shoulders, kicks her in the gut. Pump handle applied and hits her with the side slam. Goes for the cover. One. Only a one count. She can't believe it, but I can. Coco on her feet now. Met with a punch to the face and a second one. She locks in. Big time spine buster from Minerva. Grabs her by the legs for that powerbomb lift up and drops her on her back. She's kicking up dust as she leaves a trail of violence and brutality. Look for the stomp. The Coco rolls out the way. Floats around into a DDT. Clubbing forearm to the back. Coco now turns over Minerva. A pin attempt. One, only a one count.
Getting that shoulder up seemed to be pretty easy.
Oh, but Coco counters with a half Nelson suplex.
She's forced onto the defensive now.
And Minerva counters. These women are going blow for blow.
And pressure afterwards.
I got you, man. Here. Minerva with the offense now. Big time powerbomb to Coco. And Miss T likes what she sees. Went for the stop, but is met with a running super kick. And there's the standing corkscrew shooting star. No pin attempt here. Coco now goes for the pin. Gets a 1, 2. And Minerva manages to get the shoulder up. Coco can't believe it. I can though. Brings her to her feet. And snatches her into a diamond cutter. There's the pin. Ref counts 1, 2. Oh, and she throws the shoulder up at the very last second. These two women know each other very well as they had a brief history rivalry that fell out after the tournament finals to crown a champion. Coco with that big elbow drop off the top, but only met with a 1 count. Miss T cheering on Minerva. Tell her to get up. And she does. Hits the arm lock suplex. Grabs her by the neck. Clubs her down. And she's trying to stomp her out, folks. Pushing down on her on her own knee to give that extra pressure. Putting that dust in her face. More clubbing forearm blows to the back. Grabs her again and brings her down. Stomps out that elbow. Coco back on her feet. Has Minerva. Northern Lights. Wrist clutch Northern Lights suplex. Kicks her in the back of the head. And again. Oh, Coco going for that armbar that's brought her much success in the past. Will Minerva tap here? The pressure is on. She's really reaching down, but no, she gets out. Coco met with a clubbing blow. And there goes the Regal release suplex. Wow! Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Gets the shoulder up. This crowd can't believe it. Neither can the baby. The baby's all kind of upset. Coco on her feet now. But here comes that lung blower. And it connects. Goes for the cover, but it's met with a rope break. The positioning is key here, folks. Minerva kicking up more dust, trying to gloat, and one would think this could cost her. No one likes the showboat. Oh, there's a float over DDT. Caught her slacking on her feet now. Coco, all the kicks blocked. Minerva with a kick of her own. Puts it between the legs for a power bomb into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, gets the shoulder up. Coco still down. Minerva brings her to her feet. Up. Here comes another lung blower. 2. Goes for the pin, but she can't stay away from these goddamn ropes. And she gets another rope break and it's clutch. Steps back on her chest. Minerva stomps on that elbow. Wow, with the knee drop. Now she's got her down worse for wear. Trying to punch her out. The Coco dragon screw has Minerva hurt. Oh, she counters with a kick to the face. Minerva now standing on that hand. Knee drop to the arm. She's got Coco stunned here, folks. Kicks her in the spine. And there's a tip at a cover. 1, 2, 3. And she puts her down. This crowd is stunned. I'm stunned. I thought it would take more than that. Minerva celebrating the big win here. And she's ready to leave. Oh, wait, what's she doing? She's thinking about it. She's coming back. And she's continuing to sell. She is the hired gun of Thickums. Stomping out Coco. Wow. You hate to hear it. Oh, yeah, man. Uh-huh. Ooh. And we're moving on to our main event. Fresh off a title loss, Adriana Starr looking to regain her women's Intercontinental Championship from new champion Jackie Rivera. She will be accompanied by her sisters as per her stipulation request for this match. She said if Adriana wants that title back, she's going to have to get it the hard way and overcome adversity. Same adversity these three grew up with all their lives. Don't even think about it, sir. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope. And it's time for your main event.
Contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance Women's Intercontinental Championship.
And the crowd roars as former champion Adriana Starr is making her way to the ring. It wasn't all Smile Sunday, but no loss is going to keep this woman down for long. She's ready to bounce back and get back on track and regain her women's Intercontinental Championship.
We're likely to see a new champ crowned here tonight.
Coming out next,
Here we go.
it's the new champion herself, Jackie Rivera, accompanied by her sisters Kelly and Stacy as they're all draped in gold.
Let's not forget the title is on the line here tonight. How can I forget? I've been looking forward to this match for a long time.
Jackie letting this crowd hear it as she's met with a round of applause. Yeah, man. You feeling them too? Oh, yeah.
She is determined to stay atop the division. We'll see if she can do just that.
I gotta fix that little design where it just says I see. It's driving me crazy.
Introducing the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the Superstar. And introducing the champion from Coquitlam, British Columbia, Canada. She's the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance Women's Intercontinental Champion, Jackie Rivera.
Hey, man.
The energy in this arena is palpable. These competitors know exactly what's on the line.
And these two are being thrusted into the limelight as they will both be in their very first ever main event. A huge main event here on Thursday Throwdown. Adriana, Jackie, WWA Women's Intercontinental Championship. And here we go.
This title defense begins, and it really
Jackie starting strong, punching this shit in the face. Several strikes leading to a suplex.
Producing a trampling.
Jackie has Audrey. Rear waist lock. Lifts that knee, slams it down. Wow. And a standing moonsault. Taking the fight to her early. But the foot is caught as Adriana counters with a dragon screw. Adriana setting her up. Somersault leg drop to the throat.
Very good. Very accurate.
Oh, but she counters with a kick of her own. Jackie back on the offense. Shoots Adriana over the ropes. Jaw breaks her over the top to the floor.
It's like a heat-seeking missile coming at you.
Chill, sir. And the fight's on the floor as Adriana kicks her in the face. Big leg throw. Sends her flying into the stairs. Brings her to her feet. She gets on that apron. And she gets back in the ring. Jackie in pursuit. We're back in the action in the ring, folks. Big neck breaker. Adriana turning her over. Stomps on the face. And she draws first damage. Not even a 1 count. Oh, meets her with a chop to the chest. Adriana clubs her in the face. Back on this offense. Attack. Kicks her in the side. And another kick. Wow. Takes the action to the top. Tells her get up. And Adriana, huge missile drop kick. Excellent form. Mwah. And now Jackie counters as she gets back on the offense. Punch to the face. Gouges her eyes. No one said she was the type to fight clean, folks. And they're exchanging blows here. Big kick. Out hits the ropes, misses the springboard drop kick. Jackie turns her over, attempts to pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count, folks. Both women back to their feet. Jackie punching her in the face. Striking her over and over. Oh, doing much damage. She's stunned in the corner. And Jackie kicks her in the knee. Trying to make sure she doesn't go back to that top rope. More strikes in the corner. Jackie sets her up. Springboard sunset. Yes. Hi, man. Dragon screw. Springboard clothesline. Could this do the job? Goes for the cover. 1, 2. It's not enough. Kick to the spine. Adriana twists the step over onto the face. Look for 1 strike too many, and Jackie counters with a dragon screw. Jackie letting this crowd hear it. Taking too much time to gloat, and Adriana cuts her off and slams her on her stomach. She turns her over, steps on her face again. Adriana, she's one pissed off woman, and she's letting Jackie have it. Leg toss. Brings Jackie to her feet. Huge forearm to the face. She's in the corner. She's calling for it. What's she going for here? Says holla. Front flip. Clothesline. She's got Jackie. Jackie is down. She brings her back to the middle of the ring. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Jackie kicks out. Jackie kicks out. She will not let her championship go in her first defense that easy. Catches her with the elbow. Hits the ropes. Big springboard back elbow. Didn't get all of it, but she got enough. Takes that arm, reaches it up, steps on it. Goes for the cover. 1. Only a 1 count. Looked like a rope break to me, but ref said it wasn't close enough. Double foot stomp to the back of the elbow. Yeah, man. Sends the elbow up across the face. Jackie now getting some momentum. She's still building. Yeah, man, I know. It's all good. The strike combo leaves Adriana dazed and confused. She goes back to working that arm. She's got a plan and she's sticking to it. Jackie tells Adriana to get the hell up. Meets her off the middle rope. Big DDT. Wow. Turns over for the cover. 1. Adriana with a foot on the rope, and we got a rope break here. Yeah, man. All right, you good? And the little man is upset. He just wants to play. Jackie off the ropes. Big back elbow. Kicks Adriana up. Sets her up. Misses the kick. It's blocked. She spins around. Clothesline. They're back on their feet. Adriana blocked. Jackie also reversed. Adriana back on the offensive. Running clothesline. Seated clothesline at that. Adriana calling her shot once again. Waits for Jackie to get to her feet. She's stirring. She sizes her up. Grabs her for the Regalplex. Big Regalplex. But it's a rope. Oh, lucky rope break. Wilma thinking it was going to be over right there. She kicks her in the stomach. Hey, man, yeah. It's okay. You can't have the cereal, though. We'll fight. Oh, drop kick to the spine. Gets her on her feet. Big clubbing blow. Locks in on the rear. Neck breaker. Jackie is still down. Kicks her in the spine again. Another drop kick. This assault is ferocious. Drags her to the middle of the ring. The cover. 1, 2, 3. Wow! Jackie just couldn't muster the... No, she couldn't weather the storm. And Adriana Starr has regained her Intercontinental Championship.
This superstar picks up a huge victory here tonight.
The Rivera clan being draped in gold was a dream, and it was a short one. As if you know, if you ask anyone, dreams die like a raisin in the sun. Jackie is big disappointed with herself. That'll do it here for Thursday Throwdown, folks. We'll see you this Saturday for Showdown. For Slugfest. Thank you and good night.